It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. I'm joined by the Blue Van Man, Dave. How are you
Hello.
doing, Dave?
I'm doing good. You?
Brilliant. Yeah. Really good. It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. There we go. Just pause that one. So we got two screens going. One so I can read the super chat or the chat, and the other one so we can see Dave. We've got a nice setup going on. Yeah. So how's the weekend been, Dave? How's the bank holiday weekend treating you?
Oh, it's been all right. We did a bit of a car boot this morning. We went to have a walk around there. 7:30. Car boot start at 7:30. What the bloody hell's that all about?
On a Sunday?
Mad. Yeah, crazy.
I was still sweating the beer off.
Yeah. No, so we were walking around a car boot sale for 20 minutes. It was rubbish, so we came home.
Brilliant. Did you find anything to review on your channel at the car boot?
Not really, no, nothing. I'd probably review Don't Go to a Car Boot. That would be my review.
You should do Loughborough car boot sale. You should review it. Okay, so the reason why you're here, Dave, we've got, and it's been really interesting actually this time because I suggested the beers a couple of weeks ago and you suggested the beers today, which I'm really impressed with because they seem pretty good. Do you want to show us what we got tonight?
Well, I've got this. Is it Jaipur?
Jaipur, yeah.
Jaipur.
Jaipur.
Yeah, that one looked quite. It reminds me of some kind of Monty Python sketch.
Yeah.
The lady. You know what I mean?
They're from Bakewell in Derbyshire, and that's one of the monuments they've got. So you've got the house in the background.
All right.
This is like the water fountain thing in front of the. It's not.
Got you.
It's not bad to look at every morning, I suppose, is it?
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, I was born in Derby. I was a complicated birth apparently, so my mother got rushed to Derby to have me. Apparently, it was like having an ostrich egg or something like that, or massive.
Yeah, I was a 10-pounder. I was.
Yeah.
This is from. You must know Bakewell then. I think they're from Bakewell in Derby.
I do know of it. Yes, I can't say I've been, but I do know of it.
Yeah, Bakewell. Second one, bit of an interesting one. This one, Dave.
Yeah.
What have we got?
The Founders.
The milkshake one. I was thinking.
Oh, the milkshake one. You've got that one, have you? Yeah. I'm not. It's got pineapple in it, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm not a big fan of pineapple. I'll drink lilt, but I'm not a fan of pineapple. So we're going to have to find out.
So what it'll be? It sounds. I mean, to somebody who's you're relatively new to this whole craft beer thing, it sounds awful, doesn't it? Really,
it sounds disgusting, mate. It sounds like someone, and I'm a celebrity.
Yeah, absolutely. But the milkshake part of the beer is actually oats. Do you know when you cook oats and you get that kind of like milky kind of
right?
So they add oats to the beer just to thicken it up. So it's not
like porridge, porridge kind. Yeah.
Oh, that's what I meant. Yeah, the porridge oats. It's like a milky stuff in it at the bottom.
Right.
So they add oats to the beer to give it that kind of like almost porridgey effect. So there's no actual kind of milk or anything. Or maybe there's a touch of lactose in there, but more than likely it's going to be oats. And the pineapple is going to come from the hops are in the beer, which they haven't. Have they mentioned? No, they've not mentioned the hops. So it should be a lot better than it sounds, basically.
I hope so.
And they're from the Black Sheep Brewery. Have you heard of Black Sheep Brewery, Dave?
I have, yes. I've heard of the Black Sheep Brewery. Yeah.
Yeah, they do a beer called Rig Welter. Really strong beer. It's like 6% and knock your socks off. I had a night on it up in Yorkshire the one night, and I couldn't remember the next day. So we got a few comments coming through. Shout out Emma Warstein.
Hello, Emma.
Yeah, give a shout out to Emma. Would like to see a review of the Sun and Steel, the new Trooper variant from Iron Maiden and Robinson's Brewery.
Oh yeah, I did that. I did a Trooper last week, didn't I? Did you see it?
I've seen it. Yeah.
I tried to get Iron Maiden songs into the description. I don't know. Some did pick it up, but I added like it's a bit of a beast, and it's a number of the bit and that kind of thing. And
right.
Take your daughter to the slaughter. I tried to get as many in as I could. I think I did well.
Pretty good. Pretty good. And somebody's saying there's a Jaipur, that's Pro Beer TV. Hello, Martin. How are we doing? There's a Jaipur X version. So they do an X version of this, which is 10%.
Oh, yeah,
the big old beauty. So, and the last beer is a Founders All Day IPA, isn't it, Dave?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
I
just like the can. The camping on the can, isn't it? It's all right.
That should be a really, really good beer, that one. Well, I've reviewed that one, but I couldn't actually find that beer today. So while Dave gives a description on that beer, I'll probably crack open this Hive of the Honey IPA and have a bit of a talk on that one. And we'll just have a chat later on about that one. And did you pick up some nuts, Dave? Or
I certainly did.
Yeah, look at that. Dave sent me a gift, which is awesome for the channel. This is spicy beer nuts, which if we get a bit hungry later on, we'll crack them open.
I just like the fact that it's got a little bottle opener that you can put on your key ring.
It's lovely. Thank you very much for that. We appreciate it. Yeah, I've never seen it. Where did you? Were they from a specialist shop or?
No, Home Bargains.
Can't fault it. Can't fault it. Brilliant. Shall we whack the whistle of life?
Yes. Which one we're doing?
I think we should start off with the Founders All Day IPA. It's a lower strength IPA. So
you want me to crack this one, do you?
Yeah, I'll crack the Hiver and you crack that one, and we'll just have a bit of a gander, a bit of a chat. I'll have a look at the comments now while I'm pouring this. Oh, Dave, what's your favourite beer of all time?
Well, I don't. Do you know what? I've drank that many beers and ciders, and it's hard to say. People keep asking me that.
Yeah.
Well, that's nice, isn't it? Look at that. That's a good head.
Perfect, Dave. Perfect.
Got a bit of a mist in it as well, but that's all right, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. A little bit of haze, unfiltered beer. That means they haven't filtered all the goodness of the beer away.
Yeah. I'll go back to that question you just asked. I know this sounds pretty stupid, but I think it would be probably Double Diamond because it was the first drink that my mother let me drink.
Yeah.
And it's more of a sentimental drink, to be fair. But I don't know. I like Guinness and everything. I love them all. I like a stout, a mild. I'll drink any old shit.
Absolutely. It is such a hard question.
Yeah.
I could say my favourite beer of all time, and then you tuned into the Facebook feed the other day. I had a big parcel of beer from Australia, and there's like 10% Imperial Stout, and you could just drink. Yeah. There's my new favourite beer right there, and it's so difficult. It's an almost impossible question to answer, I think.
It is. I mean, I've found that beer pharmacy in Syston. I keep banging on about it, but they do something called Pearl Jet.
Yeah.
And it's absolutely brilliant. It's gorgeous.
Really?
So I would probably say Pearl Jet at the moment.
That's fantastic. I watched that video, by the way. All the instruments on the wall. That was incredible. The big band in this day and age, and it was really good. I enjoyed that video. Yeah,
cheers. Thank you.
So that very quickly to you guys, the beer pharmacy is like a brew pub in Leicester.
Syston. Yeah, Syston. It's a little village outside. It's on the outskirts of Leicester, and it's just an ever-growing village. One of these small villages that's been ruined by extra buildings put all around it. But it's nice. It's a real good little pub. I went there again yesterday.
Yeah, you probably become a regular now, and you probably kind of once you get into this subject of craft beer, it's like falling down the rabbit hole. Yeah,
it is. Yeah, even my sister's gone over there tonight to try it out as well. So
brilliant. Simon, who's Real Ale Lady? That was my wife. She stopped doing the beer reviews now. She prefers all the makeup and stuff. On YouTube, she does handmade cosmetics reviews on YouTube. If you want to.
All right, you'll have to send me the link, and I'll get the wife watching. She watches all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, she does all the Lush soaps and.
Oh yeah, Lush is all right, isn't it?
Yeah. That's it. So another channels, lads. That's by George Banks. Come on, guys, give us a shout out. Love your channels. I'm from Caerphilly in Wales. That's a John Harding. There we are for a shout out.
All right, John.
Do you want to dive in?
Yeah, I'm going to dive in. Like Tom Daly.
Yeah, straight in.
Oh, bit citrusy, isn't it? It's a strong citrus, that, isn't it? It's
Founders.
What is in it then, dude?
As a guess, I reckon that you might see the word centennial on the
Yeah.
Chinook. There's some Chinook in there.
It's an helicopter, isn't it?
Yeah. the varieties of. Does it say the hops on the can, Dave?
I can't. Do you know what, mate? I can't. It's just a load of different. You know what? Sometimes all these words just mingle into one to me. I liked it at school. I could never concentrate.
Me too. Me too. It's why we run successful YouTube channels today.
Yeah, because we didn't listen at school. They thought they knew best, didn't they?
Yeah, you can overthink things sometimes in life.
Yeah, you can. Keep life simple.
Yeah.
I can't see anything on that. It's unbelievable. Hops, oats, yeast, barley malt, flaked corn. Flaked corn? What's flaked corn? It's
just if you think sweet corn, if you think rice,
yeah,
they're very consistent. If you had a bowl of boiled rice from China, if you had a bowl of boiled rice in the UK, they're going to say it's the same because they're consistent flavors.
Yeah.
So brewers will brew with them rices and corns because it gives consistency. It tastes the same.
Yeah.
If you like.
Yeah.
We got a brewer watching, Richard Bennett from the Pilot.
Hello, Richard.
And he's drinking a Brut IPA by Old Brother Brewing Company at 6.4%. That's a good beer.
That's yeah.
Yeah, so that's.
Yeah, I like this. It's a bit citrusy for me, but I do like it. I won't complain. If somebody bought it, mate, I wouldn't turn it away.
I think we'll turn you into a hophead. I think soon, Dave. I think all of a sudden you'll go, ooh, look.
Yeah.
It'll be that moment where you go, love it. Love
that
kind of beer. So the reason why I went into this one first is because the Jaipur is going to probably be stronger, if you like, in terms of the character. And then the Milkshake IPA, that's going to be pretty similar. Right.
Okay. So, I'm looking. Although I don't like pineapple, I am looking forward to doing that one.
Yeah. It should be pretty cool. Have any of you two been to Cambridge? I've never been to Cambridge.
No, I've never been. It's one place I want to do. I want to do Oxford as well. And you know what I mean? I want to go around where they film Morse and Endeavour. I want to go and look at all that kind of stuff. But no, I've never been to Cambridge.
Blue Van Man, try a long arm pint. I don't know what that is. Don't know what that is, do you?
No. What was it? Long arm pints?
Try a long arm pint. Maybe somebody's having a joke. I don't know. Or it could be serious. I don't know.
You never know. You know when you go live, don't you get some stupid questions?
Yeah.
And they're saying, say hello to somebody. And when you read it out fast, it's actually an insult to things, isn't it? It's, you know.
Yeah.
Really?
The live feeds. Do you enjoy the live feeds more than the fixed?
I don't know. I've got more control over a recording, ain't I? But when you go live, you've got to be careful, haven't you? You know, I mean, you get the odd troll kicking in and they set you up, and it's not the best thing to do, is it? You get caught up in it.
They can kind of take over the feed as well, the comment.
Yeah. I just ignore them now. I've just decided to ignore.
Because you'll have genuine people who really like your channel.
Oh, yeah.
And they'll go in just to disturb the cat and the pigeons, if you like. And
you don't need it there, but there you go. It just adds to the challenge, don't it?
Yeah. Somebody's asking. I enjoyed Venice. Have you ever been to Venice, Dave?
No, I've not been abroad. I've only been to. I've been to Germany to a beer festival. That were a good weekend.
Perfect.
I won a competition at the. The paper is a popular red top and it's yellow in the sky. And I won a competition, and me and my best mate went to a beer festival in Munich and met the prince and walked around his castle.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it was really good. Really, really good.
Was you drinking like the 4-pint stuff?
Yeah, you're doing that, and the women were walking around with all that. It was brilliant, really good.
Whoa.
Yeah, all the Germans with the mullets and that, throwing towels all over the place. It was
lovely.
Really good.
We got another brewery from Norway this time called Nordbyen Microbrewery, and this is a question to us both. What is your take on all the lactose in the IPAs and imperial stouts these days? Do you prefer the old IPAs and stouts? So, very quickly to the microbrewery. This is Dave, the Blue Van Man. He don't generally just review beer. Dave will do all sorts of different things. So, to talk about lactose in beers, I mean,
yeah, I like stouts. I love stouts and the old dark beers. So perhaps does that help?
Yeah,
the old style.
So what we're doing here, we're kind of like, we're going to do these live feeds probably twice a month, and in 2 years' time, Dave's going to be telling me he's going to scratch up on the whole beer subject. So, so you brewers out there who are watching, I'll answer the technical stuff. So what was the question again? Take on the lactose in the IPA. So basically, we will be able to answer this later on. So there might very well be some lactose in this beer, as it's called a Milkshake IPA. So puree. Yeah, there is a little bit. There's lactose in the beer. If you have a look on the side of the can on the top, top row there, you could just see the word lactose. So
yeah,
so we'll answer your question on that later on. But it's a tough one. Like this is a fairly. I'm drinking a honey IPA, and you can taste it. You can really taste the honey in the beer. It's really nice, but it's not very cloudy. It's very refreshing, and you could. I drank 6 of them last night. I had 6.
Good lad.
Yeah, I had 6 of these, and you find that you can just carry on drinking and drinking and drinking. The problem you'll find with like this Milkshake IPA here, you'll only probably want to drink 2.
Yeah.
It's sticky, it's lactosey, it's oaty, it's a bit like having a meal.
So it's filling.
Yeah, exactly that. And on a Saturday night, I drink most nights of the week, but on a Saturday night, I like to have a bit of a beer and light the fire in the garden and so forth. And I couldn't drink any more than 2 of these kind of big, thick, lactosey type beers. So that's the answer to the microbrewery from Norway, is that yeah, they're okay for 1 or 2, but if you want to have a big session, you want something a little bit more drinkable like this.
Yeah, you want a beer, not a milkshake.
Exactly that.
If I wanted a milkshake, I'd go to McDonald's, you know.
Yeah. We've got a couple of questions on temperature of beer. I'm not sure if we've covered this in the past, Dave. Do you? People are asking, are we drinking the beers chilled or room temperature?
Mine are out the fridge.
Yeah.
I think the only reason why I put them in the fridge is because the weather. You don't know whether the weather's going to be warm, and I'm not a fan of hot beer or warm beer as such. Yeah. I do like it a little bit chilled, so that's why they're in the fridge at the moment. If it was winter time, they'd stop in the garage on the shelf up there, and that'd be it.
Perfect. And I suppose by the time we drink the first beer, the second and third are out the fridge, and they kind of like come into a nice temperature. So it'll be probably 4 to 5 degrees, which is perfect by the time we get round to them. Have we tried Red Horse beer from the Philippines?
No.
I've not tried that one, no.
If somebody would like to send us some, I'm sure we would try it.
Absolutely. And I tell you, Nordbyen Microbrewery said thanks for answering their questions. If you guys want to get involved with the next live feed, drop me a message. Drop a couple of beers to Dave. Drop a couple of beers to me. If you want to send them from Norway, that would be terrific. Me and Dave will promise you a live feed discussing your beers from Norway. If you fancy that.
I'm just setting myself a PO box up as well, so it can get delivered there and all that. So if people do want to send stuff, I will have a PO box soon. So
I'll have to talk to you about that, because I just give my address out, and it gets a bit.
Yeah, it gets a bit much, doesn't it? Plus, you don't know what's coming through the post.
Yeah, so I'll talk to you about that after.
It's dead easy, mate. All you do is just go on the Royal Mail website and just click onto PO Box, and it just follows it. It's brilliant. You pay 150 quid for 6 months.
Right. That sounds really good. That sounds really good.
And then you just go and collect it when you're ready. So
perfect. I'm just catching up on some of the comments.
That's all right, mate. You do it. You crack on.
To chill in the summer. Where's Doodle?
The Doodle's in the living room out the bloody way.
I watched one of your videos the other day. What was it? Your dog was sitting by the back door and the door was open.
Oh, they started chasing the birds and stuff. Have you seen the one where he's had his Mohican?
No, I haven't seen that one. No.
Look for the dog. Look for the one with the dog. He's got a red Mohican. We've took him for his head to be trimmed, and we paid a bit extra to have a Mohican.
What's the title of the video? I'll have a look at that.
I think it's The Doodle Gets a Mohican. That's all it is.
Right, okay. I'll have a look.
It's only a couple of minutes long, but it's funny.
People are asking, what do you think of Black Sheep's Milk Stout? I've not had a Black Sheep Milk Stout, but we're about to try the Black Sheep Pineapple Milkshake IPA. So, probably just to wrap up this honey, Hive of the Honey IPA. Really, it's pretty nice. It's got a nice balance. There's a nice sweet honey flavour. There's a nice bitterness from the hops, so it's nicely balanced. And it's smashable. I had 6 last night. It's really smashable and nice. Do you want to wrap up the Founders All Day IPA?
Founders, it is a bit citrusy for me at the moment, but I think, like you said, the more and more of these I'll try, I will probably get round to it more, enjoy it more. I went off them a bit because the ones I was picking up were really citrusy. They were like sucking on a grapefruit.
Yeah.
And, but now I'm growing into it again. I'm appreciating it more. You like educating me, so you should always have your mind open to different things. So
absolutely, and
it's okay. Yeah, it's okay.
You quite like that, and I suppose talking about that, your eyes open a lot when you do stuff on YouTube as well, doesn't it? Because you really before you might just buy that and go, oh, Milkshake IPA, and won't think too much of it.
No,
you're having to analyse now, aren't you? You're analysing stuff.
Yeah, people keep saying to me when I'm doing a food review, they keep saying, shut your mouth when you're chewing, but I'm trying to work it round my mouth. I'm not thinking, I'm going to start doing that, but that's the way it is.
Do you know, I think that's the reason why you're so popular. I would carry on as you're carrying on because, again, how many times in the past, before you had your YouTube channel, would you analyse a McDonald's burger? You would just, couple of...
Yeah, you do, don't you? Yeah, you just shove them in your gob and that's it, you eat them. But I am learning how to appreciate food and taste and that more so.
We got one coming out on the 29th, I think, which is a few days from now. It's some kind of chicken burger in McDonald's. So. Yeah,
they're doing a Taste of America, aren't they? Yeah, you go to America and they don't do that food.
Yeah, I'm having loads of comments on. You must be. I had a guy from Tennessee saying that Tennessee chicken. We don't even get that here. There's no Tennessee chicken.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. McDonald's are just being lazy. They're just like throwing stupid titles out, and it's just lazy. And they're also stereotyping the great taste of France or whatever they're doing. They're just covered in garlic. I mean, how insulting is it? It's just to say garlic and onions. You know,
I suppose so. Yeah, it is insulting, isn't it? Really,
it's just stereotyping and insulting. Yeah, you'd expect a company like McDonald's to have more about them than that. To be fair,
yeah.
Personally, I think.
But it's one of those, isn't it? I do enjoy the food reviews. So I've been doing beer for so long. It's nice to mix.
I've been enjoying them. I loved your fingers thing the other night. I thought they were brilliant.
Crispy pancakes. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought they were really good.
I just found that it was a bit. It wasn't like chunks of mince. It was all like blended mince.
Yeah, it is. That's what it is. It's what did I can't remember what they says. It's something and arseholes or something.
Yeah,
it's just everything they can't sell. They make the most of it. So.
What was I going to say? I was going to say something about McDonald's. Yeah. So. Oh, and of course, the viewing figures are great on stuff like that, and it's kind of guaranteed.
Yeah. If anybody is wanting to do this, because people keep saying to me, "Oh, do you mind if I do it?" No, don't bother. Do what you like. But if you want to get started on doing this food YouTube remark, just go do McDonald's, KFC, and you'll get figures, and that's how you get started. That's how you get noticed. So.
Oh, I've got a really good one here from Helpful Stew, and he's asking Dave, have you ever homebrewed?
Me and my dad did it years and years ago. I think I was about 13 or something like that, and we got the old bucket in the airing cupboard.
Yeah.
And you have to leave it for 8 weeks and stuff. And me and my dad, we got it sorted so it'd be ready for about the November time and all that. It were horrible.
Listen, I tell you what, that's a really good idea actually, and I'll ask the audience who are watching. I'll ask what's the word? I'll put a suggestion forward to you, and I'm sure the audience will love this. Do you go in Wilkinson's and you get like some of the homebrew kits?
Yeah.
I would like, for me, I would love to see you make a homebrew video.
That's a very, very good idea. That's a good idea, and I could do it. Yeah, that's quite good. And I'll tell you another good idea. If anybody has made any homebrew, send you a bottle, send me a bottle, and we'll review their homemade brew.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, brilliant. I get quite a lot of. Did you see the explosion video? It's on the start of my.
You know what? I've got it on my saved bit because I was just about to watch it, and then something happened, and I can't. So I've put it on saved. But there's that much I'm trying to watch on YouTube at the moment. It's ridiculous. It's a good picture. It's a good thumbnail. Yeah.
I went through the video and I kind of freeze framed. And I took the freeze frame out and used it because that was somebody's homebrew, Dave, that they sent to me. And it got fruit in it. And the sugars in the fruit, it carried on fermenting and fermenting.
Yeah.
I had about 50 comments saying, you were lucky it didn't explode in your hand, the whole bottle. Because I literally, as soon as I put the opener near the top of as soon as I leveraged it a little bit, well, you'll see. I did it in slow motion. It covered the ceiling and it covered there was beer running off the walls, and so we got to be careful with homebrew. We have. Well,
I'm in the garage, so I'm all right. I'll get put out here, so I'll get put out to stud.
Yeah. So okay, that's one for me. If you could pick up something simple like the Cooper's ones are pretty good. You can get them in Tesco. The Cooper's.
Yeah. How long did it take to brew?
Do you know, I've never bought the tin kits. Because you're buying sugary words. So I don't know, maybe 3-4 weeks. But you could do one half of the video, or you could do the one part, and then you could do another video where you taste it.
Yeah, I will. That's a good idea. I'll do that. I'll look into that. It's a great.
There's a massive homebrew community on YouTube, Dave.
Yeah,
it's like some people got, I don't know, 100,000 subscribers just by homebrewing.
Really?
Yeah, like how to make a stout, and they go start to finish how to make a stout or an IPA, or they're showing you how to make beer. They've got massive followers, so maybe you could tap into that.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to step on anybody's toes, but
no.
They would probably like to see an amateur screw up.
Oh, it'd be really good. I'd be really interested in that, to be honest.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, Woodford's Wherry is a good home brew. You can add extra hops. There we go. There's a suggestion for you. And you can make beer. Apparently, your home brew comes in at less than 50p a pint, which again is just cheap. Brilliant.
Don't let the government know they'll be taxing you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Do you know very quickly on tax? We're the second highest taxed nation in Europe on beer.
What? I'm not surprised.
The Germans. I was in Belgium on a beer conference thing a few years back, and they showed the taxation of countries, and like when you have the graphs that go across, like the UK was second. It was all the way across.
Yeah.
More or less the end, and then it kind of went down the league table all the way down to the Czech Republic and Germany.
Yeah.
They literally basically don't bother taxing their beer. It's minimal tax, and they thrive. The breweries over there thrive.
But I like the way the government use health as a reason to tax us, because they seem to think by taxing us, people won't drink it. But then if you take that tax away, where do you make the money up to spend on other. Well, where do you make the money up to give away to in overseas aid? It's ridiculous. I'm fed up with the government nanny stating us, telling us what we should and shouldn't do. Yet the people who are in charge, the big bunch of hypocrites out. So
I'll touch on it quickly because it's a sore subject. Do you know people tune into stuff like YouTube? I get loads of questions because I've touched on Brexit before, and people are like, do you know what? I hear it from the newspapers and the TV. I come on YouTube just to hear, kind of like, just to get away from it. So I'll touch on it quickly. But my thing is, it's an absolute shambles, Dave.
It is.
Absolute shambles.
It is a mess. It's just a complete mess. They've got the wrong people doing it and everything. So
yeah. Okay. Have a Tuesday. Do you want to do Jaipur or do you want to do the milkshake? We got a few people.
Shall we do the Jaipur or what it is, the Monty Python thing?
Should we do that? Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So Thornbridge Jaipur, I reviewed this one 9 years ago. You'll have to have a look. Put it into YouTube.
I've seen it. I did. I'll have a look. 9 years.
I put a little bit more weight chunk on.
Yeah. I said to the wife, he ain't got no neck.
Yeah. These days you can buy Thornbridge Jaipur everywhere. It's they only used to sell it in pint bottles. And it was a terrific beer. I've not had it in a long time, but this is one of my favorite kind of go-to beers. And it's nice now that it's available in Asda. I seen this in Asda today. It was in Morrison's. It's in Waitrose. It's in Tesco. It's a good quality beer that's readily available wherever you seem to go these days. I had to order it online and have it sent to me, Dave. 9 years ago. It's crazy, isn't it? So what we got, Dave?
Nice and clear, loads of bubbles flying up to the top, a little bit of a head. I suppose you get a better head because you've got a glass that's closed at the top, is that right?
When you go to the beer pharmacy, maybe when you go there next, maybe tell him what you do on YouTube and me. He might donate you tell him you drink a lot of IPA. See, this is what's called an IPA glass.
Yeah.
He might donate you an IPA glass. So what it's designed to do is it's got a bowl on the bottom, and then it kind of goes narrow. And what happens is the carbonation pushes the beer up and the flavours out. And because it goes narrower at the top, it's got a force through.
Yeah.
And it's meant to make the beer smell better.
Right. So do you know what? I've just watched. I did the Conor McGregor whiskey, and
I haven't seen it yet, but I've seen you uploaded it.
And what it is, I'm a fan of whiskey. I like whiskies, but also all sorts of different whiskies. Anyway, I've looked up a bloke on YouTube called Richard Patterson.
Okay.
Anybody who is interested in whiskey, or who isn't even interested in whiskey but likes to top a little bit now, look up Richard I think it's Richard Patterson. Hold on, I've just brought him up on my Twitter. Richard Patterson. You've got to watch him on YouTube.
Okay.
He's so entertaining, but with knowledge. It's brilliant, right? Richard Patterson, folks, look him up.
Brilliant. Yeah, I'll certainly do that as well later on tonight. Here's a good one, Dave. We did Punk IPA, didn't we?
Yes, we did, yeah.
Right, so back in the day, the founder of Brewdog, or the co-founder, you had James Watt and Martin Dickey. This is by Fraser Lowley. Really good question here. So the question, the comment is, I heard Martin Dickey from Brewdog develop Jaipur's recipe when he worked for Thornbridge. So
really?
This beer will be quite similar to Brewdog's Punk IPA that we reviewed, because he probably, well, it says here he worked for Thornbridge, so he must have left Thornbridge Brewery to open up Brewdog, which is now massive.
So it's got Brewdog DNA in it.
Yeah. So I suppose it looks a little bit like Punk. Should we get the nose?
It smells of it, don't it, now? Now you've said that, it does smell of it.
Oh, that's different. That's really different from the last time It's almost got a lager aroma to it now.
It's probably why I like it.
That's I'm getting like almost like a stinging nettle.
Yeah.
That might sound strange, but more earthy, traditional British type nettly hops. I think.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to get a glass like yours because I think I'm losing all mine out me stolen pint glass from down the riverside.
You'd have to go down the beer pharmacy and put one in your rucksack.
Not likely. You seen the size of him?
Right, let's dive in. Cheers.
Let's dive in. Well, that's all right, isn't it?
Yeah, that's nice. Oh yeah. Got a like we said, a lagery taste. And right now, can you get a bitterness on the back? Is it kind of like pulling?
Yeah, I get it. It's at the back of my throat. I mean, yeah, I know what you mean. There is a,
and not that you would ever kind of eat stinging nettles, but it's got like a nettly kind of.
You can do though, can't you? You can eat stinging nettles if you fold them the right way.
Yes, you can. And a lot of people used to brew with them. Manchester, Chris is saying Jaipur, it doesn't taste like punk IPA. Taste is kind of quite. We all have different taste buds. It's very difficult.
Yeah, they do. I've had a bit of stick on me. Conor McGregor whiskey thing. People are saying, "Oh, you're just saying you like it." I'm not. I like it. If I thought it was shit, I'd say it was shit, and Conor would probably come after me. But
yeah,
I do actually generally like it. So
it's one of those things. It's only your point of view. I think.
Yeah.
In because we're quite entertaining as people, but it's only ever our point of view. If we like something, the next man may not like it at all.
Exactly, and that's what makes the world spin round, isn't it?
Absolutely. If we were all the same, the world would be a really boring place, wouldn't it?
It would.
It would. I'm going to reflect on what this kind of tasted like a few years ago to how it tastes now. What they've done, Dave, when they made this kind of back when they were a small, tiny brewery, like a cottage brewery type thing, microbrewery, they were able to concentrate on getting the recipe perfect, and it was all in house. It was small. I think what they've done now, it's in Asda and Tesco's and Morrison's. They've had to scale the hell out of it. They've had to scale up and produce a lot more of it. And I personally think, only because I've drunk it for years and years and years, I think the quality suffered. As they've gone to Asda and Morrison's and Waitrose and whatever, I think the quality's just starting to suffer on this beer. But again, that's my own.
They have to spread the materials, to think. Do you think they're like spreading the materials more? You know, like they're stretching the cloth a bit more to make maximum.
Yeah, it's a bit of that. It's that kind of almost kind of lagery taste that I'm getting in there.
Yeah, I noticed the lagery taste in it. I did think it was more lager than.
And they used to be massive grapefruit, pineapple, mango flavors, pineapple, loads of bitterness on the back.
Yeah,
it's just they've stretched like you just said. They've stretched it to, and of course the price has come down as well. So where does it probably used to cost £3 a bottle for a 500 ml, not a 330.
Yeah,
costing, I think, it's part of the 4 for £6 range now. So it's
yeah.
So they may have taken some of the ingredients out to make it cost effective, but
it's a bit like the chocolate and stuff in it nowadays. Wagon wheels are nowhere near as big as they were.
No.
Twixes, the bloody Mars bars, they may as well come out of a little box you get at Christmas. They're that small.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And the biggest one, remember Curly Whirlies?
Yeah, Curly Whirlies, yeah. Still only 3p. Was that Snaps? What was still only 3p with Terry Scott? Oh, the advert. He were, Terry Scott were a schoolboy and he went, still only 3p.
Yeah.
Well, that's Snaps.
Yes.
I can't remember. Ask somebody. Will somebody put something up on your comments? They might know. They probably think I'm talking rubbish.
No, it's a bit. We were talking earlier about the comments. there's a few people swearing at each other, so I may just leave
right.
leave them swearing at each other,
Yeah,
and we'll
grow up. Grow up. Tell them to grow up.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's amazing how people can have a war on YouTube over a pint of bloody Duke or whatever it's called. Hey.
Yeah, it's I tell you what's happened. Manchester Chris has said, "Here comes the beer snobbery," and Aled said, "F off, Manchester Chris." So we'll leave them get on with their own.
Beer snob? Are you calling me a snob? I've never been called a snob in my life. Unbelievable.
We'll
yeah, let them crack on. Let them crack on. Bloody lager louts on the bloody comment.
I like it. I do. It has changed. It was amazing, but it's still good. Do you know, in a 4 for $6 deal, I'd buy 4 bottles of that for £6, and or I'd buy 8 for 12, and sit in the garden on a Saturday night and enjoy them. This
has got Chinook in it.
Oh, there we go. So
Chinook and Centennial.
I can't read the third one. I had to know, so I
think they make them up.
Simcoe, Columbus, and Cascade. So they're all American. They're all American hops. But just like Brewdog's Punk IPA, I think we spoke about that as well. It's not the same beer as it was all those moons ago, 9 years ago. Now, when I had to go online and order it, there was the demand was so much smaller. There's not much pressure, is there, Dave?
Yeah.
To like Asda will pick up the phone on a Monday morning and say, right, we need 500,000 bottles to go around all our stores in the UK, and the head brewer's like, oh right, okay, and there's going to be variance in terms of the quality, and it's going to go up, it's going to go down. Yeah,
it happens in everything. I mean, in everything, we have people phoning up our place and wanting like 50 tons of 8037, what we make, and they want it yesterday, and it can't be done.
Exactly.
But our salesman and our team will give them some kind of reason that they can do it. You just got to bear with.
Absolutely. Chris Jensen saying exactly what we're just saying. Then Punk IPA is declining in quality too. Still a lovely beer, but is to be expected due to the rise of Brewdog's rise in popularity. Yes, I've made the video today. So somebody's asked me, am I going to Poland? There's a festival in Poland on the 5th of June, and I got the green card, and I bought my flight and tickets, and it's a big beer festival. I arrive on the Wednesday. I'll go around the city for 2
days. Die on the Saturday.
And then my flight's back on the Sunday. So the festival officially starts on the Friday. And it's like 10 o'clock in the morning till 12 in the night. I come home about 4 stone heavier. Lots
of sausages as well then, soak that beer up.
Yeah, exactly. The Polish sausages, yeah. So yeah, I will be at the festival, at the Wrocław Beer Festival. I've made a video this afternoon. I'll post it tomorrow announcing it, so you guys can come and say hello, and we'll have a beer together. We'll have to do a festival together one day, Dave.
Yeah, we'll sort something out. Yeah, somewhere in between halfway of your place and mine. We'll try and find something in Warwickshire or somewhere. That'd be an idea, wouldn't it?
Absolutely. I tell you what, there's a really good one coming up in, well, not quite yet, but it's September time in Sophia Gardens in Cardiff. It's the Welsh National Beer Festival.
Yeah.
And there's like 50 to 60 breweries. It's in the grounds of Cardiff Castle. So maybe if you wanted to, we could plan.
It's just sorting stuff out at this end of the, it's like where the wife works and what shift I'm on and stuff. But we'll sort something out. I'm quite up for that. That sounds quite good.
A festival. We could do videos together, and that'll be a lot of fun, wouldn't it? Eating nuts after 5 Talking about nuts, Dave, should we?
Yeah, can do, buddy.
Should we crack?
I don't know if they're any good.
Yeah, they should be good. They should be. Look at these. So we got some spicy beer nuts. These were kindly sent by Dave. Thank you very much, Dave. I got my. Here we go. I've never.
Well, this bottle opener's crap that came with it.
I can't. And here we go. I got it. What's the?
Not much carbonation, dude.
Oh, they smell really good. There's something. I think it's the hops in the beer, Dave. There's something about a couple of beers and then some.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't beat it, can you?
No.
These smell great, and they're a nice size as well for them.
Well, yeah, we've got some spice on them.
Oh wow!
Ain't they?
Oh,
obviously not as hot as your sauce on your sausage.
Did you manage to find the sauce in Lidl?
I've not been Lidl yet. I've been on nights this week, so I'm gonna try and get.
Oh, they're
Bloody hell!
they're warm there. What? But there's something.
God, blimey, they're making me sweat.
My forehead's going. My top lip's going. There's something ancient about a couple of beers and a couple of nuts. Oh, yeah, that's perfect. But warm.
Have you got something in the bottom of yours?
I'm going to review these. Oh, yeah, there's a bit of the old. It soaks up any moisture.
Oh, yeah, I've got you. I thought it was a Charlie and the Chocolate Factory winning ticket.
I'm gonna review these, Dave.
Yeah, go for it, mate. You go for it. I think they cost about £3 from Own Bargains.
They're perfect. Really, really.
They are, aren't they?
Any more though, I think I'd be doing the whole.
Milk.
Yeah, I tell you, have you been to one of the pound shops? I think the Poundland, I think it's called. You can buy the Seabrooks.
Oh yeah, the
Trinidad Scorpion.
Yeah, I've reviewed them.
Whoa, they knocked socks off. They did.
Yeah, I took them work for the lads, and they were all going mad. I bought Unky Steve some. I've not seen him yet to ask him how he got on with them, but yeah, they were hot.
So another thing that does well is chili stuff on YouTube. I tell you what, I reckon in about 3 months' time, every year Morrison's, you've probably seen, Morrison's brings out like the fiery fowl chicken curry or...
Yeah.
Have you seen them?
I've heard of it. There's somebody on my channel keeps saying review it, and I can't find the damn thing. I don't know where it is. But,
the Indian section in Morrison's where all the ready meals are.
Oh, right. Oh, well, I'll find it somehow. I'll ask somebody. I'll have to be a grown-up and ask somebody.
Poor, you be prepared, man. You'll have to prepare yourself for that. They're shockingly hot. But they'll have another new one now in probably early October. You get Fern Cotton or whatever it is. So the Today program, what's the morning breakfast show?
This morning or something.
That type. You get them doing it for. They get a pre-release the day before.
All right.
And then it goes to the general public the next day, which I find unfair, really. If we're all in the YouTube community together, we should get it at the same time as some of these YouTube channels, really.
Yeah.
They've already got a big audience. They've got to give us a chance, haven't they?
They have, yeah. Too right.
Right, I'm going to polish this off.
Yeah, that were all right. I like that.
Here's a really good question by Chris Jansen. What's your favourite cheap, accessible premium lager? I dislike most premium lagers, but I won't turn down a Stella now and again. No,
I like a Stella, I must admit. Now and again, just treat yourself to a Stella. It is a fine one, isn't it? But it's got to be cold. Got to be cold.
Absolutely, yeah. Oh, that type of beer, most definitely. I tell you what we do well on your channel, Dave, is we've probably been in the beer aisle quite a lot since being on the channel. You'll have, in our Morrison's, on the left-hand side, you'll have the premium bottles of lager.
Yeah.
And then you'll have like the cans, all of the funky stuff that we're reviewing today. Then you'll have more of the traditional bottles over to the right.
Yeah.
I think you should work your way through the premium lagers, chill them down, maybe get some of these nuts with them. They would go really well on your channel because they're worldwide beers. They're sold all over the world. So your catchment on YouTube is great for that because people searching in Taiwan and all over the world, these different beers, Kingfisher beers, and you know where I'm coming from.
Yeah, I do. I'm trying to do quite a lot of international lagers. To be fair, I'm generally working my way through Chinese and Japanese beers and all that. I'm just try and open people's minds to try everything. Just don't stick to bloody Foster's and Carlin and Heineken. Try something else.
It's a little bit more money, but you find the difference in taste is just for me beyond. It's just
what's that Chinese one? Begins with a Q or something. Green and gold and red label.
Oh, I know it.
That is absolutely bloody brilliant. I love that beer. Love it. I can't remember. It's quite. I can't remember. No doubt somebody might say it on the comments, but it is absolutely brilliant.
Comment, guys. Oh, there we are. 22's commented. Qingtao.
That's it. Qingtao's absolutely brilliant. I love that beer. That is a fine quality beer. Well, in my opinion.
No, I like it. I've reviewed that. That would go down really well on your channel, Dave.
Yeah. I've reviewed it. It has done well, and they picked it up, and they commented on my Instagram account as well. They thanked me for the
That's really cool. That's really cool. There's another one from China. The bottle's in the shape of a Buddha, and it's called Lucky Beer, and it's a big fat Buddha, and they're
bit like myself.
I don't know where you'd find. Oh, search Lucky Beer when you finish this feed.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, a Birra Marathi ice cold.
A what?
The Marathi. Have you seen a Birra Marathi? It's got an Italian guy with a big moustache, and you got.
Oh yes, I've seen it. Yeah, got it.
Yeah, they're asking you to try that as well. Ice cold. Aled Wilson, Duvel always for me. We reviewed Duvel
I did the when I got the two Duvals.
Yeah.
I did the Duvel on my own the other day, and it was all right. I liked it.
Brilliant. So it was less hoppy.
Yes, it was all right. I liked it. It was good. I've got to do that white one. I sent you that picture of that one I got the other day. That white Belgian beer or something. I want to do that one as well. I sent you a text.
I'll have to have a look. Did I reply? I can't remember.
Yeah, you replied to me about it, and I forgot what you said.
Yeah, I got a head goes in there, goes straight out there.
Yeah.
That's why I wrote down. So very quickly, guys. Dave, we had a conversation over the phone. Dave rang me like, "This is the beer we're going to do," and I text Dave back after the phone call just to remind myself what beers I had to buy because it goes in one ear, and it just not that educated, I suppose. Right, so we get this pint.
Yeah, let's get this one done, mate.
Right. Okay. So we had the Norwegian brewer watching earlier. This is what they call a lactose IPA, a lactose style IPA. It's brewed with oats and it's brewed with a little bit of lactose. It's actually not as cloudy as I was expecting. Leave the last bit in the bottom, Dave.
Well, that will look at it. He chucked it all in. Yeah, I've got the last bit.
Shake it up and chuck it in. You might get all the haze then, maybe. Or not.
No. There's no haze in that, dude.
That's a bit surprising, that is.
Is that disappointing?
I'd say so, yeah, because they've gone out calling it a milkshake. You know, if you think of banana milkshake, it's almost kind of sludgy and creamy, isn't it?
And the thing is, you're in Cardiff, I'm in Loughborough, so it's two different cans in it, like halfway across the country.
Exactly, and they're exactly the same as
they are.
There's fine, if you look closely, there's fine sediment.
I've got to put my glasses on.
Bits and pieces floating around. But I was expecting something murky, like murky.
You do. You sound disappointed.
Yeah, a little bit, I would say. Because Do you know when somebody goes all out and says milkshake on the side of the can and they're really committed to it?
That's what I thought. I thought it was going to be cloudy beer.
Yeah, really. I don't know. Maybe we just smell it and see what we get. Smells milkshakey.
Yeah, it does. It's putting this at the extreme. It smells like milk that you've forgot to put back in the fridge during the day.
Yeah,
that's a big. It doesn't smell that bad, but that's the only way I can.
I'm gonna go with I'm a bugger for them big pots of strawberry yogurts. You know where you get them on offer sometimes for £1. I think.
Oh yeah.
Strawberry yogurts, the big tubs of them.
Biacto kind of thing.
Stuff. You get your nose in there. It smells.
I had to complete one of them once. A whole, the big ones, a het one.
Yeah.
And it gave me I was on the toilet most of the next day.
Brilliant. But I reckon this smells almost like
it does smell
yogurt.
That kind of.
Yeah. Onken, that's the stuff.
That's it, yeah.
Oh, someone's asking you to review Sapporo. Have you seen the it's like a weird kind of blimp Japanese can. It's got a funny shape.
Yes, I have. I have, as a matter of fact.
Sapporo. They're asking you to review that.
Right out.
Japan. Oh, I think after speaking about yogurt and strawberry yogurt, I think we should just dive into this one. It smells a bit strange. It does. Cheers, Dave.
Cheers, Cocker. Oh God, you can taste the milk.
Yeah, it's lactosey, definitely lactosey and milky and oaty.
It is, isn't it? Do you know what it reminds me of? But you can get a milk chew sweets.
Yes.
There's something there. It's not completely like that. Don't go drinking this, folks, and thinking it tastes bugger all like it. There's just a hint of it there. There's something.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. That chewy strawberry.
Yeah.
Like a raspberry or a strawberry yogurt, or like you said.
Yeah, there's something there, isn't there?
Yeah.
And especially when you've drunk it and then you're like breathing through your nose, you can get it on the top of your mouth.
Yeah, it's this, and I suppose this is the problem with the craft beer industry is that there's so much competition now that people are trying to be really different, Dave. They're trying to like beers, like just to stand out from the crowd. They like Black Sheep Brewery. They're making pineapple milkshakes IPAs. I'm not really getting the pineapple. I'm getting more of a.
No, I ain't. I've said to you, I don't like pineapple. I can't taste pineapple.
No.
And if I don't like it, I can normally taste it, but there's no pineapple in this.
I've seen it in Asda as well today, because I was looking for that Founders All Day IPA. Morrison's and Asda's, they must have thrown this out to all these big supermarkets, and I'm getting more of a raspberry and strawberry.
I can't taste pineapple in that. Sorry, Black Sheep, well, I can't taste it, mate.
And that's a worry then. That's a worry, because are they using hops in the beer, or worryingly, are they using some kind of sweet preservative or a yogurt flavour, a flavouring, which we don't need that in our beer as far as I'm concerned.
No, it's cheating, isn't it? It's cheating.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So, what a shame.
I'm almost disappointed that I can't taste the pineapple, because I was going to slag the pineapple off. But it's not there. It's not there to slag off.
And they've described it as brewed with fresh pineapple juice, lactose, and a touch of vanilla. Vanilla, that's a big flavour.
Yeah.
I suppose.
I bet that's what the milky chew taste is, if you can taste the vanilla and out of that.
Probably. This is a juicy, tropical, and smooth IPA. Denali hops add even more pineapple notes as well as a light bitterness to finish. Lightly carbonated, uber juicy. It's been a bit of a complicated evening tonight, Dave. So sorry about that.
That's all right, mate.
I think that the black, and they'll probably see this Black Sheep. A lot of the breweries who've watch the stuff that I produce on YouTube, but I've never been one to hold back. I'm going to just this very small rant here, and this is towards Black Sheep. My problem is with the brewing industry these days, Dave, is that they've brewed this at the marketing department. The marketing department, the sales team, or they've all sat round the table. They've produced a test batch of this, a small batch of this. They've all sat around the table with this, and they've gone, right, okay, we've brewed this beer now with lactose. What does it? And they've all kind of just gone, oh, let's all agree.
Yeah, there's a lot of people being paid a lot of money, and none of them have got the actual balls to say, exactly. No, we don't like this.
And the worst thing for me is the head brewer of Black Sheep has sat down with these people, and they've probably convinced him. He's probably gone, no, we can't really sell it as a pineapple milkshake IPA. And the marketing team have gone, oh, Asda have offered this, or Morrison's, we'll get away with it. And
yeah,
his credibility goes downhill fast.
Yeah, they've sold it on the packaging, haven't they?
Yeah, exactly that.
It's like they've done the packaging before the beer.
Exactly that. And that hasn't worked for me. There's no pineapple flavour in there.
No, there ain't. No, and I hope if Black Sheep are watching this or do see it, they do take this as constructive criticism.
Yes.
Because I'm not here. I've done a video saying I'm not going to slate anybody just for the sake of slating it, because you could, in theory, ruin their company, and I don't want to do that. I would just like to say, get back to the drawing board, lads, because I ain't buying that again.
Absolutely, and it was telling. A lot of the shelves. It's been a hot few days here in Barry in South Wales. A lot of the beer shelves were kind of empty, and there was a lot. I don't know if it was the same for you and your Morrisons, but there was a lot of this sitting. It was kind of like, do you know when it's backed right up into the house? There was a lot of it, and I'm wondering whether there was a lot of it in your supermarket as well.
Well, I went round my suit. What time did I phone you? At about 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
So the people haven't really been into the shop to buy that. Because there were a load of bloody school kids walking around during the dinner break.
Yeah.
Don't go Morrison's at school time, because it's a complete nightmare.
Yeah.
Do your head in, these kids. They're just running around and think it's a bloody playground. But no, it was full. The old shelves were full, so I can't really comment on that. But no, it's not done it for me.
Suggesting to me that people aren't buying it. People are not buying into that.
Yeah.
Oh well, it's been enjoyable. It's been an enjoyable night, Dave. It's just a shame we've had. The beers have been good. I think my hot peppers are nuts.
Hopefully, people have learned things, haven't they?
Exactly. Okay, we got some from random shite, as the YouTube name is, which is quite cool. So they want us to go to Tesco and get a can of the Juice Box Citrus Double IPA. Oh, so new in Asda, £3 for a 440 can. Do you have an Asda or a Tesco near you?
Yeah, we've got one near us. We've got one in Leicester in Thermiston, so I do pop over to that.
Juice Box Citrus Double IPA by 4 Pure Brewing Company.
I'll have to make a note of these. I haven't. We'll have to email me or something with them.
I'll send you a text.
Right.
Have you ever considered trying American craft beers from companies like Southern Tier Brewing Company? Pardon me, loads of carbonation. Flying Dog, maybe even Wally. So I've had some Southern Tier. Have a look on the channel. And I've had some Flying Dog. So the best thing to do is to go into the YouTube bar, put in Real Ale Craft Beer, and then put in Flying Dog or Southern Tier.
Do you get that a lot where people say, why don't you review such and such? And you think, I've already done it.
Yeah, I get a lot of it.
The amount of times I think people just type in my name and then what you want me to review, and it'll be there. Yeah. It ain't rocket science.
That's brilliant. That's a brilliant thing to say. Is that just put in my YouTube channel, put in what you think or what I haven't reviewed, and you might find that I've already done it. The amount of people telling me to review Greg's vegan sausage rolls. I did them on the day they come out. Yeah, me too. I kind of got in there as well. But again, it was this morning who had it a day before, which is it's a shame for us guys, because we can't compete with television, can we? But we can we can compete on an even.
I tell you what, we're having a bloody good go, ain't we? Competing.
I use a good chance to plug your channel here now. If you follow me on my YouTube channel, you've got to check out Dave, the Blue Van Man. His videos. I've been following Dave for well over a year now. His channel was quite small, and all of a sudden he had this shout out. It blew up. He's got 50,000 subscribers on YouTube now.
Yeah, mad.
Terrific.
Some bloke come up to me, and some young lad come up to me in Primark yesterday and went, "You Blue Van Man?" I went, "Yeah." He said, "Can I have my photo took with you?"
Amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It makes you feel good.
Yeah, it does. It does. Not big-headed or anything like that. Just, you know, it's nice that I'm doing something that people like. So
I noticed when you did the drive through Loughborough, people were kind of like waving at you and
yeah, mad. Dave. I bought a new phone holder for the van, so I can put my phone on the front of the dashboard and record where I'm going this time. I'm going to do it the other way around.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome to actually see where these places.
Yeah.
I think you were saying there's a spa on the right. You were saying,
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. We completely lost most of our spas in Wales for some unknown reason. I got no. All of a sudden, spas were everywhere in the 80s, 90s, 2000s, and it seems to be Nisa. Do you got a lot of Nisa?
Yeah, I think they all got bought out, didn't they? I don't know. Perhaps Spa went bust. I don't know.
Not a lot of spa anymore. Dr. Hans Brewery saying cheese, Simon. Yeah. Oh, Dave, here's one for you. Here's one for you. You've got a pen and paper. Have you heard of surstrumming? Has anybody asked you?
Oh God! Somebody keeps asking me to do this bloody fish.
Oh, Dave, I've done it.
I'm gonna do it, but I've got to find it. I will do it. They keep saying they do this stir strumming. I'm thinking, yeah, you just want me to throw up on the kitchen table, don't you?
Would you like me to describe it to you, or do you have an idea of what?
I think is it just like eating sick?
Right. So what happens, Dave? It's ancient food from Norway. When everything used to freeze over, Sweden.
Yeah.
Sorry. In the winters, when everything used to freeze over, they used to have to store their food. So it evolved into kind of this. So they what's the word? They ferment.
Yeah.
Herring. So they rot. The herring starts to rot, and as it starts to rot, they put it in a can.
Yeah.
They seal it.
Yeah, I know. I've heard all about it. Apparently, it's disgusting.
Dave, you have to watch my video. Put in Real Ale Guide surstrumming and have a look at my video. So it carries on rotting, and the gases, and it's disgusting. The gases from the fish open up the tin, and the tin arrived to me. It was like an oval bowl, like a normal fish
Yeah.
tuna. The gases were opening it all up, and the moment I put the can opener into it, it hissed, and this gas just shot, and immediately my eyes started watering. I was heaving, and
Yeah.
the saliva was coming up my nose, and my nose was running, and everything was. And then they were like, "You got to." The Norwegians put a fork in this rotted herring, and they were like, "You've got to try some now."
Yeah. Have you seen the two blokes reviewing it? There's two blokes on. I think it is on YouTube, and they're eating this fish, and they're laughing at each other, and they're throwing up over each other, and they're trying to eat this fish, and like as soon as it's in his mouth, he's throwing up. And like there's some bloke out there in YouTube land, and he keeps trying to get me to try this fish.
I tell you what, Dave, that would probably be your first 1 million view video. I reckon. Do it in don't do it inside the house, because drop any of this stuff on your carpet, or it'll be there forever.
I know. The thing is, I've got a plastic lawn and decking.
Ah, right. So do it on the front drive. What about the front drive of your house?
Yeah, puke on me mini.
Set it there with a plastic table, and just put old clothes on. If it gets on your clothes, you're knackered. It's the smelliest food in the world. The smelliest food.
Yeah. Oh, I know, it's making me eat one and just thinking about it.
I think that would be probably 800,000 subscribers. You double the size of your channel overnight, and you probably have your first 1 million view video. I think we should go out to try and find it.
Perhaps I should. Perhaps. Do I need that fame though? That bad?
I think, Dave. I think you're more or less. I think you're more or less there. I think you're more or less in that position now where you'd have such a what's the word? I was going to say great lifestyle, but that's the wrong word. I meant like you'd have more if you went full time on YouTube. You'd have more time to plan what you wanted to do, and it'd become your
yeah.
And do you know what they say about loving? If you love your job, you never work a day in your life.
Yeah,
it would be that for you.
I think it might be. It's getting crazy what's happening. Yeah. So you never know. It might actually happen one day. So
I nothing I'd want more than to see you. It would be brilliant to see you double the size of your channel and then really go for it. Really really go for it on YouTube. I'd like to see. So that's another suggestion for me is do the surstrumming.
I've just done. I've just logged onto your channel, so I'm actually watching you now with me.
Really?
I can see the comments coming up.
Ah, there we go.
Ask Dave if he would go on the True Geordie podcast. That's what they're asking there.
Yeah, ask Dave. Oh, that'd be great.
I've already said that if they, I'm on there then. I can see me talking. I've always said I would go if they want me. I will go on, but the thing is, I've got 50,000 subscribers. He's got 1.5 million. What benefit am I going to do to his channel? Apart from, I've got the people already following me. So I don't know. If they want me, I'll go. If I don't, they don't.
That'd be brilliant. I think you should go on. What was I going to say? Have you seen what I like doing on YouTube? Is even with the big channels, I like going because you can go from oldest first on their uploads, so you can see their. Yeah. Have you ever looked at one of his first videos?
Who, True Geordie? No, I've not. Yeah. I don't. You know when they say you don't want to meet your heroes, I don't want to do it. You know what I mean? Because at the moment he's like the finished article, isn't it? But I think perhaps I should. So I'm going to keep looking down here now, reading the thing is the text comments coming through as well. So.
That's what I got, a split screen. You got the comments coming through now as well. Brilliant. So yeah. Watch some of his first videos. It's like very much what we're doing now. It's just himself talking to his webcam, and he started off. You probably know he was just talking about Newcastle United Football Club, and it just grew from there. He did the whole. Yeah. He was the MC, wasn't he, for the fights last year between. That's it.
Yeah. So I'm just going to say hi to Jamie Fisher. It's brilliant, isn't it? He's into the UFC, and all that kind of stuff. So
it was the whiskey day. Remember that YouTube fight last year between one of the YouTubers and the other YouTuber?
Oh yes, I don't personally think. Well, I don't know whether it was real or not. It just seemed a little bit WWE.
Yeah,
like it was already planned.
So the True Geordie was the one on the mic. He was the one that kind of brought him in, and that's what really kind of like pushed him on as a YouTuber. So I think because he's exploded like you've exploded, he still kind of like appreciates the smaller channels because he understands how hard it is to grow it. I suppose when you first started, I bet you thought it was like kind of like trudging through mud, you're like not getting anywhere, and then all of a sudden, bang, something happens.
Yeah, right. When I started this, I never set out to get massive subs. All this was just a laugh for myself, just something to do, just to keep me occupied, just a little hobby. It was never ever meant to get to 50,000 subs.
It's amazing.
I was never actually meant to be getting money out of this. That I have got quite. Not thousands, but I have got some thousands out of it.
It's brilliant.
And I've never meant to do that. It's just a complete freak of nature.
Yeah. No, it's fantastic. It's thrilling. It's because I'm trying to think of one of the first. I think one of the first videos when you were at about 1,000 subs. It was only a few months ago, wasn't it? It wasn't that long ago.
11th of February, I had 2,000 subs.
Yeah, it was just Christmas time. So I look at a lot of stuff on YouTube. I think I was watching you reviewing a packet of crisps or something from Morrison's or something like a Scotch egg or something, and it was just original. And I think that's why the True Geordie kind of like he's seen it and he was like, "That's brilliant, I love it."
I think the other fact is I can take the piss out myself.
You've got to be able to do that. You've got to be able to do that. I'll tell you what, Dave. I've met I'm not going to mention who. I am live. I don't mind now. I've had a few beers, but I've met a few YouTubers, which I met them a few years ago, down to earth, great, amazing. And then I've met them a few years later when they got a massive channel, and they're completely different people. And I'm like,
yeah, well, I'm not going to be that. I'm just going to be myself still.
Yeah, exactly that. I don't think I could put the effort in to change my whole kind of personality just because I got a big YouTube channel. I just want to be myself.
The thing is, what you are, it's like we've had some promotions at our place at work. And I was talking to one of the lads who's become a manager, and I'm saying, just be what you are now. Don't start being stupid. You've got the job because of what you are, and this is what I'm going to try and be. I'm still going to be myself, because if I start trying to be smart, clever, big-headed, people will just piss all over me, and I don't want that. And it's not just that. I've got to think of the family as well.
Of course. How many times in life, I for example, I worked in Asda. And I was like a little bit older than some of the kids who worked in Asda. And some of these kids, they were great. They'd have a laugh. And then they promote these kids up and they call them section leaders. And they give them a black shirt. They give them an extra 25 pence an hour or whatever. It was never much. And then all of a sudden, they would change overnight. And you're thinking, why? You've probably seen it when someone's a manager. You've probably seen it over and over and over again, haven't you?
Yeah, I have. I don't care. What you see with me is what you get, and that's it. I can't be anything else. I've just got to be this complete idiot that I always am.
Same as me. It's just perfect. It's perfect. We're just giggles and beer.
Yeah. So what are we going to do, mate? Are we going to give this another 5 minutes and then wrap it on the head, or?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, we'll give it 5 minutes. If you want to comment for the next 5 minutes, ask them some questions. We'll answer for the next.
Bloody hell, Gordon Banks's comment. I thought he was dead.
Yeah, don't stress it too much. Just keep the content flowing, lads. Yeah, that's right. Love the channels, brilliant. Nigel, there is a YouTuber started last June. He has 750 subs. Crazy. Again, it's that amazing thing of being able to get that spark, being able to get that kind of that chance, if you like. What I'd like to say personally, Dave, is that. I find it great that your channel's gone really well, and it feels like for me you're carrying me along with you, which I totally appreciate. That. That's
all right. No, I'm here to help anybody. Somebody wrote the other day that they've got the inspiration from me to do their own channel. Brilliant. I just sent them a message saying, if I can help you along, mate, I'll drag you with me.
It's absolutely fantastic, and I find it really humbling. So yeah, thank you. That's a personal thank you from me. Have you ever tried a Brewdog's new non-alcoholic pump? No, not really.
Non-alcoholic? If I wanted non-alcoholic, I'd have a Coca-Cola.
I think I've done 3 non-alcoholic beer reviews on the channel, and you can just see me going, oh, it's beer o'clock on real little craft beer, and I'm flat. I'm like, oh, God.
Sex with a condom.
Exactly. I'm like, ooh, I don't even want to press record on the camera for a non-alcoholic. Leffe. Have you tried Leffe, Dave?
No, never heard of it.
It's big champagne-style bottles of beer with a cork on. You might see it in Lidl's. You might see it in
I'll give it a look.
Leffe, it's a good beer. Good one.
It's quite good, this, because I can actually go through the live chat, can't I? See all the names.
Yeah, brilliant. Fantastic. What else we got? I worked in Tesco, Simon, man. Brilliant. Who would win a boxing match? That's just a silly. I'm not going to answer that question. Can you say hi to my buddy in work? Would you watch the video not break work? Jonathan Griffiths. Hello to Jonathan Griffiths. There we go.
Hi, Jonathan.
Oh, another good beer is Warka. Have you seen the Polish Warka beer? Can you see it?
No, that's another one I've heard of. there's quite a lot of these. I might actually go into one of these Polish shops that have popped up and have a chat.
Yeah.
And see what there is. Because obviously we've got a big Polish community. Whether you agree with them being here and the numbers they are or you don't, they're here. So you may as well use them while they're there. And if you just type that beer in there, and you can get some extra subs, can't you?
It's pretty. The beer in Poland is terrific. They produce amazing stuff. And I tell you, another one is when you go into the Polish shop, try some. It's called sour. I think it's called sauerkraut. It's have you heard of the sour? It's a German thing, but the Poles do it as well. It's soured cabbage.
Right, yeah.
You want to get some soured cabbage or maybe a vodka or something like that. That would be another video where it would do you really well. Yeah, I'm starting to dance now for the toilet.
Well, let's not this on the head then, mate, because I could do with one as well.
Yeah. Let's end this on a high. Thank you all so very much for tuning in. Thank you for Dave for joining me. We got some fantastic suggestions for beer going forward. If you've just tuned in for this for the first time, me and Dave will probably do this either once or twice a month. It's every other week, I would say, isn't it, Dave? It's every 2 weeks.
It all depends on my shift pattern, doesn't it, to be fair?
Yeah. And I've been caught, not this Friday, which I thought afterwards, that was a little embarrassing because I was doing a Facebook thing where I said that I couldn't go live.
It happens, mate. It happens. No worries. I'm not going to judge you on it.
No. My wife had to go. Oh, it was my sister's birthday. They went out. And my wife said, I'll take Annabelle to karate when I'm going out. And then my mum brought her back. So in the end, I didn't have to go.
That's right. No worries, mate. The way life takes you sometimes, it's a complete mare, isn't it? So, no, I'm not judging you. No worries at all, mate.
Have you thought, just very quickly before we do go, have you thought of opening a Blue Van Man page on Facebook and doing some live stuff on there? It's great.
I've got one on Instagram and I've got one on Twitter. I've not really thought about Facebook, to be fair. But in a way, these Facebook things link you to your other accounts, don't they? And I've actually got a Facebook page that's my personal Facebook page. And it might link me to it because if you keep going on it, they sometimes relate you to them, don't they? So that's why I've not actually got one on Facebook. Right.
But just quickly, if you open up a Blue Van Man page and then you go into the privacy settings, you can completely turn all of that off.
Oh yeah, couldn't I?
You've got Blue Van Man, yeah.
All right. I'll look into that then, dude. Yeah.
Because I'd like to see you live over there. Because if you've got a page over there, I can invite you onto Facebook.
All right.
To get like your page as well on there.
All right. Technology's mad.
It's bonkers, isn't it? It's bonkers.
Yeah.
Dave, it's time for a pee break. I'm going to go, but thank you for joining.
All right, mate.
Cheers, Dave.
I will chat soon.
Cheers, everybody. Goodbye.
Bye.